Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm right now so happy to connect with you on what is next. That's cricket next. ये है cricket. मैदान है हरा, भीड़ से भरा, खेलने उतरे पूरे 11 विकेट हैं गड़े, तैयार हम खड़े, खेल शुरू होगा. Whenever the toss is called, ladies and gentlemen, इसलिए हमने कहा that we will do something which is freewheeling, it's candid, and it's with somebody for whom I have immense respect, and with whom I have done a lot of cricket in the past, chatting about it, commentating, and we've had great fun talking cricket. So it's a free hit, and on this free hit, the only person who can swing wildly is joining us now, and it's his show. It's the Ayaz and Anand show. So how can the show be complete without bringing in Ayaz Memon ji? Ayaz साहब कहाँ पे हैं आप?
मैं तो मुंबई में बैठा हूँ. I've had unfortunately a fracture, so I couldn't go to Australia. But with you, Anand, and I'm so delighted that you're doing, you're back to your roots, so to speak. You've gone on to do many more things, but I remember, doing so much cricket with you. And I'm delighted that we'll be doing this World Cup and more stuff around this lovely, wonderful game together. So fantastic to see you again.
अमिताभ बच्चन यूज्ड टू से मूछे हो तो नथुलाल जैसी हो वरना ना हो. आई से मूछे हो तो अयाज भाई जैसी हो वरना ना हो.
बिल्कुल असली है, नकली नहीं है. आई कांट रिमूव इट.
ये वो कहता ना, कपिल देव को पूछा कहता ना आपके इसका राज क्या है, तो द सेम क्वेश्चन मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, राज क्या है? बिकॉज ये राज कुछ हमारे क्रिकेटर्स को भी दे दीजिए, सो दैट दे कैन गेट यंगर एंड नॉट ओल्डर.
आनंद, since the time you know me, एक चीज you'll find एक constant है कि मैं यार टेंशन नहीं लेता हूँ. जो भी है, go with the flow, take guard and then play as you know best, and जो होगा वो देखा जाएगा. So hopefully, I mean, not that the Indian cricketers need to be as full of bravado as I am. They have a responsibility, but ultimately it's sport.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, don't be cavalier about life, but treat every ball as a free. So curveball or otherwise. So that's what अरे lesson in life. आप तो life coach भी हो गया है, लेकिन आप cricket की बात करते हैं. Let's look at this T20 World Cup, and how do you overall look at this tournament and the build-up so far? The warm-ups or the first stage has thrown up some very interesting contests. That 4 ball, 4 wickets, and a dramatic win against Australia was like, "Arey boss, ab kya? What more drama is left?" And that too for a guy who got really taken to the cleaners by the trolls the last time around an India-Pakistan match happened. That is Mohammad Shami. For him to come back and to perform like that, get 3 clean bowls and get the stump with some amazing yorkers was satisfying. It must have been fulfilling for him too. So we'll come to individual aspects, but then the overall of the tournament.
देखिए, मुझे लगता है आनंद, I think that the margins are very narrow between all the teams, as we've seen already that the results have been topsy-turvy in the warm-up matches. We've seen Pakistan win and lose, India win and lose, and look at what's happened in the group stages where 4 teams are going to qualify. Sri Lanka has just about gone in after losing their first match. So I think there's going to be, the margin for error is going to be minuscule for all the big teams, certainly. And I think the pressure, how you cope with the pressure, how you read a match situation, and what decisions you make, whether you're batting, bowling, captaincy, is going to be, it's on the spur of the moment. You have to take that call. So it's very, very demanding. I think this is going to be a tournament we can really savor.
And it is now what is happening is once in 2 years the T20 World Cup supposed to happen. तो ऐसा भी आपको लगता है कि अभी जीतना का सेलिब्रेशन खत्म नहीं हुआ, दूसरा फिर से टूर्नामेंट आ गया? Are we packing them to close, or is it because of the COVID disruption that we're getting that feeling?
Partly is that, partly these tournaments are cannoning into each other. We've had the previous World Cup only about less than a year back in the UAE.
Yeah,
फिर
exactly.
बीच में आ गया Asia Cup, and I mean, some cup or the other is always being played. So look, the cricket calendar is packed, but and then there are the leagues that are sprouting everywhere, including our own mighty IPL. So there is no respite for the players. There's obviously a lot of delight for people who are following these games. And I mean, look, that's the way it goes. So I think, but this is a blue ribbon tournament. The T20 World Cup is the biggest draw, I think, in the cricket calendar now.
No, true. But Ayaz bhai, a good friend of yours and also superbly brilliant human being, always focused and committed, has now become the BCCI president. One of the first things he said, "Mera priority is that I keep the players injury free." Now,
Right.
अगर if you want to keep players injury free, तो आप उनको कम cricket खिलाओ. But that's also not possible because you want your best players across format. अब Jasprit Bumrah को देखो, you are looking at him as an all-rounder captain. After some time, the next Kapil Dev, first time after Kapil Dev or a long time after Kapil Dev, you have an all-rounder or a bowling captain that the team would have. And वो कमर पकड़ के बैठ गया. I mean, the point is that it's the amount of the burden that's put on him, and plus the added stress that okay, my responsibilities are going to increase. It takes a toll. So how do you balance entertainment, sport, cricket, because you know it's a limited time period that you got about 10-15 years max to milk it, and then also the overall load.
Yeah, I mean, this is ये तो दुखती रग पकड़ी आपने. This is really is a vexing issue for cricketers, administrators, coaches, captains, you name it, and worldwide. अभी हाल ही में कोई एक player और injured हो गया, कोई और, not just India, the Indian team. I thought they had got everything settled around the Asia Cup. Then Asia Cup में Ravindra Jadeja broke down. As soon as Bumrah returned, Bumrah broke down. Deepak Chahar broke down. So we had actually a crisis situation. A team which looked well settled, suddenly Bhuvneshwar is struggling a bit. Kuldeep Yadav, who was in the running, is out. Yeah. So it suddenly looked like the team was going to disarray. Fortunately for India, I'll just spend a minute on India. The batting seems to have come good at the right time. Till the Asia Cup, the batting was struggling. The bowling looked more settled, though Bumrah was injured. Now the bowling is a little iffy. While Shami's return to form in that sense, the one match that he's played or one over that he's bowled has been very reassuring. I think Dravid and Rohit Sharma would have at least slept well for a few nights. But the injury की जो आपने बात कही ना, I think at least in the Indian context, and I think Roger Binney has raised this issue, and I did a session with Ravi Shastri in the press club some days back. He talked about it. Yeah, these guys were all injured. They spent weeks and weeks and weeks in the National Cricket Academy being treatment for injury and rehab. अब निकलते बाद तुरंत वापस इंजर्ड कैसे हो गए? What's happening? Some kind of scrutiny needs to happen as to whether the treatment was right, whether they were impatient to try and get back into action, whether the rehab was good or not. And I say this in all seriousness because I feel still, without Bumrah, you're not your best team in the tournament. Unfortunately, I mean, you're the best team because he's not available. But if Bumrah was available, it just changes the dimension. सामने वाली टीम को एक जो है दिल में बैठ जाएगा कि बुमराह को भी खेलना है.
करेक्ट. लेकिन एक बात है कि हमारा पेस रिजर्व उतना अभी बेयर नहीं है. कबर्ड बहुत सारे अच्छे टैलेंटेड प्लेयर्स हैं. उमरान मलिक, द वे ही इज बॉलिंग इन द ट्रॉफी, उसकी बॉल ही नहीं दिख रही है, मारने जा रहे दिखते नहीं. डोमेस्टिक खेल रहा है लेकिन ही इज गुड. अर्शदीप, व्हाट अ कमबैक आफ्टर ड्रॉपिंग दैट कैच एंड बीइंग ब्लेम्ड फॉर दैट लॉस एंड बीइंग कॉल्ड सो मच. ही केम बैक एंड ही इज बोल्ड सो ब्रिलियंटली. उसको देख के दिल खुश हो गया. ऐसा लगा जपी पाले भैया को कि भाई कमाल है. But ऐसे you are getting in the pace cupboard, it's not empty, but nobody can replace Bumrah. You want Bumrah, Shami, Bhuvneshwar, because they bring a certain dynamic which is magical to this attack. See, Natarajan came to the fore. अब कहाँ गया? वो
भी injured है.
These are all. हाँ, वो भी injured.
But I'll just dwell on the point you raised. Is absolutely important. कि एक ज़माना था जब मैंने ज़्यादा क्रिकेट जब शुरू की कवर करना, there was only one fast bowler we had, Kapil Dev. और इक्का दुक्का कोई आ जाते थे. कभी करसन गावरे आ गए, बाद में जवागल श्रीनाथ आता है, वेंकटेश प्रसाद. बट दे वाज नॉट. नाउ यू गॉट एन आर्मी, यू गॉट अ डजन बॉलर्स टू पिक फ्रॉम एंड चूज फ्रॉम. इसीलिए वी कुड सेंड अ कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ फास्ट बॉलर्स. वरना अगर 20 साल या 25 साल पहले आप जाते तो राइट नाउ आई थिंक वी वुड हैव हैड 7 spinners and 2 fast bowlers, as the attack, and not knowing what to do on the Australian pitches. But fortunately right now you've still got Bhuvneshwar. Arshdeep, who I think is a very promising bowler. Mohammad Shami has come in. There was Siraj they've taken, who's there as a backup bowler, and so on. So I think Shardul Thakur is there.
Shardul is there. Yeah.
Umran is in the wings. He's playing domestic cricket, but he's obviously a guy for the future. So cupboard is not bare. Cupboard is actually full. We are spoiled for choice where fast bowlers are concerned.
So that is little reassuring. पर एक बात बताओ, आपका हाथ कैसे टूट गया? आप बैटिंग तो नहीं कर रहे हो इस तरह?
नहीं. मैं actually my playful dog tried to jump up and give me a kiss on the cheek, and I tried to protect my laptop, and I took a tumble and I tried to break the fall with my left hand. पर इसमें ये हो गया कि मेरी पहली मैच मिस हो गई ऑस्ट्रेलिया की.
कोई बात नहीं, but we get a little more of Ayaz time here. I wish you a speedy recovery. It will be great for you to join us from there also and then talk cricket, because one of us being on ground in the closer to the action, it changes it a lot. But एक बात बताइए, ये T20 के फॉर्मेट में लास्ट टाइम जो एक साल पहले जब मैच हुआ तो इट वाज ऑल ऑन द टॉस हार गए तो मैच हार गए. इट वाज दैट्स हाउ द डायनामिक वाज. नाउ इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्या है कि इज इट द टॉस और इज इट द ड्रॉप इन पिच और इज इट द वेदर? व्हाट इज गोइंग टू डिसाइड?
आई थिंक ऑल थ्री. टॉस के मायने रखते हैं. मोस्ट टीम्स, मोस्ट कैप्टन प्रेफर टू चेस. अब देखना है कि ऑस्ट्रेलियन पिचेस, ये ड्रॉप इन पिचेस आपने कहा, बहुत वाइटल फैक्टर हो सकती है किस तरह से ये खेलते हैं पिचेस, और वेदर भी, क्योंकि मेलबर्न में पहला जो मैच होने वाला है इंडिया पाकिस्तान का, वहां पर अभी तो द न्यूज इज नॉट इनकरेजिंग. देयर इज फोरकास्ट ऑफ हेवी रेन. एक और फैक्टर आनंद, एंड यू विल नो, कंसीडरिंग दैट यू आर इन अ सेंस एन एथलीट, बड़े ग्राउंड्स पर फील्डिंग विल बिकम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और यहाँ मुझे थोड़ा सा डर है, बिकॉज इंडिया फील्डिंग हैज बीन बिलो पार. सो ऑल्सो पाकिस्तान, सो ऑल्सो सम अदर टीम्स. लेकिन इतने बड़े मैदान पर, एमसीजी में या पर्थ के बड़े यू नो, दीज आर नॉट 55 यार्ड बाउंड्रीज, these are 75-80 yard boundaries you can run for. If the fielder is poor, you will concede 4 runs, वो भाग के ले लेंगे. So fielding is going to be very crucial.
No, it is. I was in MCG last year. मेरा bucket list में दो चीज, work took me there to Australia, but the life में दो चीज मेरे bucket list में था. एक वाका था पर्थ में और दूसरा MCG था. दोनों में जाके देख के आया. So I went and saw. तीसरा एक सिडनी ओपेरा हाउस था, वो भी देख के आया. उस दिन बारिश में देख के आया. लेकिन MCG, you are right. As भाई, आपको लगता है कि you are an ant in a vast मैदान. हाँ, you feel like an ant right in the middle. You're standing there. और बॉस इतना बड़ा, हाँ मैं दौड़ूंगा क्या, भागूंगा क्या? So
it overwhelms you. It overwhelms you.
Yeah, it does. It does. But the fact is that you're saying that it's the challenge. Now let's break down the teams. And आप frankly बताओ कितना चांस लग रहा है इंडिया का इस बार?
देखिए, वेरी क्विकली टू, मुझे जो 4 सेमीफाइनलिस्ट जो जिनके ऊपर मेरी निगाह है, इनफैक्ट आई थिंक दे शुड बी देयर, इज इंग्लैंड. दे हैव लुक्ड द बेस्ट टीम सो फार गोइंग इनटू द टूर्नामेंट. यू नो, दे सीम टू हैव गॉट ऑल द बॉक्सेस टिक्ड. Maybe a little inexperienced, because some of the, barring Stokes and Moeen and Rashid, the others are relatively inexperienced. Then Australia, defending champions, home team, and I think Cameron Green coming in is going to make a big difference. He's just been drafted into the squad. और दूसरी जो दो टीम्स मुझे लगता है सेमीफाइनल तक जानी चाहिए, इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान. नाउ आई पुट अ लिटिल काइंड ऑफ caveat there. For India and Pakistan, their first match against each other becomes very crucial, and for them the second match or one more match in that same cluster that they are in is against South Africa. आपको याद होगा पिछली बार वर्ल्ड कप में हम पहली मैच पाकिस्तान से हारे, उसके बाद दूसरी मैच न्यूजीलैंड से हारे, and then we were out. So both these teams have this problem. If they lose to each other, one loses to the other and then loses to South Africa, who are the dark horses, then आप बांग्लादेश को हराओ और कोई और जो क्वालिफाइंग टीम को हराओ, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
First match becomes so crucial.
It does become. तो आप भी प्रेशर डालो, और क्या है. कोई बात नहीं, प्ले आराम से, फ्री हिट यार, लेकिन जीतना पड़ेगा. जीते नहीं तो हारेगा. अब ये बारिश होगी तो क्या करेंगे? Then what do you say?
It would be a shame if the match is reduced to 5 overs a side, but that's how the law goes, or the rules go of the tournament, कि आप 5 over तक it becomes an official match. Less than that, it's a washout. If it's a washout, they share points because this is still the league phase. So, but it would be a shame because India-Pakistan is the most coveted match by fans across the world, not just Indian and Pakistani fans, but across the world cricket fans. The drama, the sentiment around this match, and obviously I think there's fantastic talent, I mean, Rohit, Virat, Rahul, batting, Surya Kumar Yadav. I mean, the guys, they're comparing him to AB de Villiers, and rightly so. And Pakistan has got Babar Azam, now number 1 ranked batsman across 3 formats. And then Shaheen Shah. They've got a very good bowling attack. I think our batting to me looks the strongest in the tournament, along with maybe Australia's. But I really think, and I think, Anand, if India have to do really well and perhaps go on to win this tournament, it's not your 1, 2, 3, not Rohit, Rahul and Virat who will take you there. It's 4, 5, 6. It's Surya Kumar Yadav, it's Hardik Pandya, and it's DK stroke Pant.
So, आपको see, Pant has come good. Australia has been happy hunting grounds for him, irrespective of the format. Test cricket में भी अच्छा खेला है, ODI में भी अच्छा खेला है.
और left-hander है.
Think Virat left-hander है.
Left-handed option.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा और फिटनेस पे काम करना चाहिए उसको, सच में. I just feel I just feel he takes his fitness a little tad lightly, and it'll come back to bite him 3-4 years down the line when the workload increases and he takes on more responsibility. That's my humble opinion. But and as I'm growing older, I can realize I understand the pressures of having to stay fit and what it takes. Now these guys are in their 20s and 30s. I've crossed that, but I don't play the level at or nor am I at the physical intensity that they are. But Virat Kohli, you think this will be his tournament, Ayaz, or is he just going to quietly now? Do you see a change in his approach to the game? Well, he's found a second win. He's come out, emerged out of the bad patch. But he's all. Do you see him change his game a bit? Have you seen his approach to the game? Do you think he's reworked the way he plays and his approach?
I think reworking is a consequence or a function of the confidence that he's got. He's carrying into this tournament. He's got 100 under his belt in Asia Cup. He's looked in good form.
Yeah.
He's fielding brilliantly. But I think, and I'll stick my neck out here, Anand, is that for him, also for somebody like a Rohit Sharma, if they don't come good in this tournament, and when I say good, I mean really good, then this could be the last, or this could be the end, toward almost the end, if not the end of their T20 careers. They'll continue, of course, with ODIs and Test cricket because it's just there are so many young players. It's a young person's game now. Both of them are in their 30s. If they were 10 years younger, I wouldn't say this, or even 5 years younger. But now you feel, there are people straining at the leash to try and get into this team, and they're kept out. You can't then carry even the best players only on reputation. Then they have to deliver. So I think but the thing is, both Rohit and Virat are big occasion players. We've seen Rohit in the 2019 World Cup 5 century मार दिए 50 over World Cup में. Virat has got the most magnificent record over the last 15-20 years in all formats. There's nobody else who comes close to him. So they're not going to give up without a struggle. I think they also sense it that, if to stay alive in the T20 format, we have to not just keep doing spot jogging, we have to run fast, run like a hare.
Yeah, absolutely. देखो 16 मिनट के फ्री हिट के बाद हेडलाइन मिल गया आयाज भाई. अभी यहाँ इधर परफॉर्मर पेरिश हो गया for Rohit and Virat. That's the free hit headline.
बिल्कुल
performer perish in this World Cup for Rohit and Virat. Not because they are not good players, but there are many straining at the leash, especially in the shorter version of the game, that is T20 cricket. कमाल करते हैं यहाँ 40 साल में फेडरर और नडाल खेल रहे हैं और they are winning, और उसके बाद जब छोड़ के जा रहे हैं बोले मत जाओ. आप कह रहे कि 30 साल में बूढ़ा हो गया क्या है?
नहीं, अगर इस टूर्नामेंट में अच्छा करते हैं, then they might play for another 5 years. So they'll be approaching 40, and then we'll do another show and then say, अरे हमने ये कहा था 5 साल पहले, देखो यार, we know how great they proved us wrong. Why not? If they prove us wrong, great.
No, absolutely, Ayaz bhai. तो यहाँ पर we'll do a छोटा सा comma or a semicolon, and we'll end this edition of the free hit with the promise that we'll be back with yet another one very, 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 very soon. And Ayaz bhai, get well soon. जाओ यार,
Thank you.
जाओ वहां से फ्री हिट खेलेंगे.
Thank you. And the thing is, हाथ लिखने के लिए नहीं चल रहे, मुंह चल रहा है. That is important at this stage. Very soon हाथ लिखने के लिए चलेंगे तो वो भी शुरू हो जाएगा लिखना भी. But thanks a lot. Such a pleasure to be doing cricket with you again.
Verbal to written करिए. वो तो अभी technology sir. Use technology. मुझे हो तो आयाज भाई जैसी हो, वरना ना हो.
I'm tech palsy, Anand. क्या करें? I'm a palsy where technology is concerned.
Lovely, sir. Lovely.
Catch up.
I'm so glad we're doing this again. So thank you, CricketNext, and thank you to all of viewers. Send us your questions, your opinions, and we'll try and filter that and take that out. The next time around, we are back with free hit. Bye for now.